Yo, yo, what up, my beautiful dowdies? How's everyone doing today? I'm your host, Val. Let's talk about Sword of Convallaria. Sword of Convallaria is a new gacha game that is going to release on July 31st. When this video comes out, it's globally released. It's available on App Store, Google Play, Windows, and Steam. And I'm very excited for this game, and I really wanted to share this excitement with you guys as well. What is this game? Is it worth it to play? And what can we expect while playing this game? Sword of Convallaria is a fantasy tactical RPG that revitalizes the beloved Japanese turn-based and pixel art genre. Collect and train a roster of mercenaries, customize your squad, and apply your own strategies to save the nation of Iria. Journey through a world of plot twists where every choice you make will reshape your destiny. A big portion of my viewers are from Honkai Star Rail. I do think that Honkai Star Rail is, in a way, the same type of game. It's a turn-based strategy game. And if you really like turn-based strategy games, then you're probably going to like this game. Now, this game is very hardcore, you know? Way more strategy, way more in-depth, and it's not as simple that you just have an ultimate ability and a skill, you know? It goes way further with depth, with terrain, and with walking on a field, you know? It's like more of a board game type of style then. And if we take a quick look, it looks beautiful. I personally am a very big fan of the pixel style. You can clearly see that it's a lot of depth in here, and there's a lot of movesets that you can do and a lot of different elements to the strategy. And I personally love this feel to it. You really get the immersion of being in that specific world, and the battles that you do show every little corner of this world, and there's a lot of things to unravel because of that, you know? It looks gorgeous, and because you have that bird view as well, you really see everything clearly, and you really feel like you're the mastermind on this strategy. This is the same concept if you're playing chess or any other board game, you know? When you are above, you really can take full control over the strategies that you want to implement in your place. And this game really brings that to life and really shows the capabilities of a strategy game. I am going to try this game 100%. I really feel like this is going to be a worth game to play, and I really like the comfort that it brings. I always have certain times in the day where I feel like playing a game, but it's not so intense, or I just want to relax a little bit. And then the calmness and the pixel style of this game, and just the mouse clicking, probably you just have to use your brain a little bit, but for me that is very comfortable. I'm also a very big fan of teamfight tactics. You know, you just lay back, think, mouse click, and it doesn't matter, you know? And I think that this game is gonna give a lot of comfort, especially with if you play a lot of gacha games with Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero, you know, those, even Genshin Impact in a way. There's a lot of things going on in an open world, and you have to run and jump and juke and whatever, and this is a very laid-back thing again. And that's also why I love Honkai Star Rail so much, because with the team building and just the turn-based aspect of it is very calming to me, and I think you guys have that probably as well. Now, for the rewards, we're also going to get global launch rewards. We're gonna get 450 hope luxite, and this is going to be like the premium currency in this game. This is going to be almost like a half a 10 pool, so this is actually quite a lot. It's very nice, just a bonus extra, you know. If we go to the actual website, we're also going to get pre-registration rewards. We're going to get an extra 10 here and an extra 10 for the 2 million milestone, so we're gonna get another 20 here and 1 here, so 21 technically. They were also already talking about skins in the game. That's really cool from release. That means that they're probably going to have a few skins every patch. I don't really know how we're going to get these skins yet. I really like when we just get to play and then we can unlock the skins for free. I do think that there's always going to be one free one that you have to play for, and then one premium one, probably for like a limited 5-star, and that one is going to be paid for. But it's very cool that they already have this in the game, and this does add the more diversity and immersion in the game, and the skins do look very cool. And we also are going to get like a 7-day login. We're going to get a legendary character, Faykal. This guy over here, very cool. Legendary is going to be the SSR character, so that's a very big pickup. And then the first banner is going to be Gloria, Beryl, and Cole. And for the people that don't know, these are very good characters, so re-rolling or just trying to get the best account possible, this is going to be a very good starter banner. And these characters are all very high in the tier list, so very nice for that as well. Like a very good start for global. On top of that, here we can see the skin of Beryl. She's supposed to be like a witch girl, I think, and yeah, just like full-on glamour. Instead of like black red, she's like this pink, blue, white, so it is a completely different color scheme. Looks pretty cool in game, and it does show that the quality of these kits are probably going to be very nice. I think the game looks great. I'm 100% going to give it a try myself. One thing that is also very important to know, in my opinion, is that if you really like the fantasy era or the fantasy style, like Dungeons and Dragons, Lord of the Rings, whatever it is, I do think that this game also captures that. And sometimes you also like a specific game, or you want to go to a specific world, you know, for the immersion, the RPG, based on what it is. If you play Cyberpunk, you know, it literally says it in the title already, Cyber and Punk. And Zenless Zone Zero, for instance, has that streetwear, punky, city type as well. And there's a bunch of different styles and games out there. And in my personal opinion, also the fantasy era is the most calming to me and the most engaging and the most interesting. So that's also a bonus for why I would like this game a lot. And there's probably a lot of people that like fantasy the most as well. I think a lot of people really like army shooting guns and FPS. And a lot of people really like fantasy. I'm more of the fantasy guy. And I think a big portion of the world really likes fantasy as well. And you can clearly see that the fantasy aspect was also really implemented in this game. And that's also a huge bonus that you should not really forget about. Knights, magic, all of those things. You're going to have a blast, and it's all going to be implemented in this game as well. And on top of that, if you really don't know what to expect from this game yet, like an original Final Fantasy that took inspiration from, and Tactics Ogre. Those two I think is the most compelling to really show what this game can be. And they really keep emphasizing on like the original JRPGs. So they really wanted to get that feel back, or then maybe modernize it to make it even better and improve upon it. Something to consider is that there's a lot of new gacha games on the market, and gacha games are very time consuming if you play all of them at once. There's always going to be those dead patches or where gacha games feel like you have nothing to do, and this could be like a perfect game at the side where you do not have nothing to do in your main gacha games. Then you have a really comforting one at the side. But I also understand that there's a lot of people out there right now trying a bunch of different gacha games or different games in general, and everything might get too much. So always keep in mind that these games are free to play. If you do not like this game or it's not speaking to you, you don't have to play it. You can just try it, and even after you've tried the game, you still don't feel like it, you know, you can just uninstall. You don't lose anything and just move on with your life. There's a bunch of other gacha games that have the more open world style coming up as well, like Project Mugen, Neverness to Everness. There's a lot of different gacha games out and upcoming. So do make sure that you don't overwhelm yourself with all of these games. Pick the ones that you like the most, or play one that you like the most. Whatever makes you happy, and don't get overwhelmed by all of the different ones that are being thrown at your feet, you know? It can be very overwhelming, so just make sure that you still have fun while playing these games. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the game. I don't think this game was that heard of yet, so I do wanted to make sure that you guys know what it was and that you guys have the opportunity to play it from release. You know, it's always very sad that you all of a sudden see a very cool game and it's like already 3 months old and you're like, whoa, where was I when this came out, you know? So hopefully this guys makes you a little bit excited and maybe gives you a better opportunity to try it for yourself. If you don't like this type of pixel art or whatever, I completely get that. And it's also very strategy turn-based, you know, it's like completely tactical, so this could also be not for you. But for the people that do have that love for turn-based or pixel, this is going to be the game for you, and it's going to be a very fun game, and I'm super excited to see how this game is going to unfold into the future, you know? So let me know in the comments down below if you're going to play it or if you're not going to do it. Let me know what you think about this game, how it looks, you know, if you think it's gorgeous or if you think you hate the pixel or whatever your opinion is about this game. For the people that are going to play, have fun. I hope that you're going to have a great time. Good luck on your first pulls, you know, when you're going to summon. If this video helped you out, make sure to like and subscribe. Really helps out the channel, means the world to me if you could do that. Make sure to join the Discord. We're trying to grow the community even further. And if you want to support the channel even further, then become a member. I love you all, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Take care. Peace.